Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga with Ashish. I'm Ashish, and in this video we'll carry on with the chakra series that we've started. The second chakra that in our system is the Svadisthana Chakra. In English it's known as the Sacral Chakra. Its location is right behind the navel. It is the energy center for love, creativity. The doshas that it comprises of is kapha and water. It represents vitality, self-gratification, and passion. The sacral relates to reproduction on a physical level, creativity and joy, and relationships on an emotional level, and our energy and passions on a spiritual level. So lots of different levels, right? We talked about the physical level, which is reproductions at that level. At the emotional level, creativity, joy, and relationships. And then in the spiritual level, energy and passions. When it's in balance, it relates to all things sweet, such as pleasure, love, intimacy, creativity, connection, passionate. It's a strong sense of sensuality there, and we feel connected to others. When it's out of balance, there is a feeling of loneliness, addiction here too, betrayal. Our sex drive or libido is very low. A lot of regrets in this when this energy chakra is not moving well. Anxious, guilty. We suffer from low back pain, urinary problems, allergies, etc. One cuts off from emotions, seeing them as weaknesses. For the physical symptoms, when the sacral chakra is not moving very well, when it's depleted, you'll experience sexual dysfunction, menstrual periods are skipped, low back pain, as I mentioned earlier, and then the relationships are very platonic, not deep. There's a challenge with communicating. We talked about sexual dysfunctions, sexuality-related issues, is fertility issues as well. And on the flip side, when there's an excess energy in the chakra, there's sexual addiction. And so it's important to balance the negative and the positive energies, as you can understand. One can begin with restorative yoga. One can begin with sun salutations, mountain pose, standing forward fold, the warrior sequences, lizards, locust, child's pose. One can also try Kundalini yoga, very powerful system of yoga. For the sequence or for additional information, my website has different videos for that. When you talk about nutrition, as I always say, consult with your physician. Make sure that they're in line, they're in alignment with what you're looking to do. You'll naturally tend towards consuming sweet foods, particularly those that are orange in color, such as peaches, apricots, mangoes, sweet potatoes. Again, ensure that you're checking with your doctor. Your health conditions allow you to eat some of these fruits. Some may not, like a mango a day is a lot of sugar. And so for someone that's diabetic, you have to be very careful with that. You've got to think about eating something else in terms of nutrition to let some of that sweetness go, because it can have a counterbalance. But one thing is, don't restrict yourself to a diet. Because when you deprive yourself from sweet things in life, you'll block yourself from receiving pleasure. And so enjoy the food without guilt. Either go in moderation or work around it. Consider hormone-building seeds such as flax, pumpkin, sunflower and sesame seeds. And then, if available, you can, for females especially, you may look into or think about consuming the Ayurvedic herb known as shatavari. It is said to balance the female hormones. But again, when it comes to nutrition and exercises, please make sure you check with your physician. An affirmation that you can use is I feel creative and beautiful. I enjoy a creative and passionate life. The sacral chakra is about creativity and love. And so it's important for us to feel that affirmation and to believe in it and to chant it a few times during the day, so that we gravitate towards strengthening our feelings and emotions. So without much ado, there may be a lot of information that I've shared. Again, please go to the website. It is there. We will begin next into a series of yoga poses that'll support the sacral chakra strengthening. So I'll invite you to come into a seated position. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Close your eyes. Gaze towards the third eye. Take a deep breath in again. Exhale. Deep breath in again. Exhale. And let everything go. We'll begin by standing up. We'll go into a mountain pose. And I will face you, but you will be facing on your mat towards the front of your mat. I will face you for a second before I readjust myself. And in mountain pose, you're standing up straight with your palms facing your hand. And I'll turn. Palms facing your hand. And you're standing up straight with your shoulders lifted, push back. Spine straight. Tummy tucked in if you can, what's available to you. And you're just taking a deep breath in here. Take a deep breath in. Remember, the sacral chakra is alongside the navel, right by the spine. Take your hands up above your head as you breathe in. And forward fold. Deep breath in, flat back. Raise yourself where your back is flat, parallel to the ground. And forward fold again. Take your right foot forward, left foot back, and we'll come into our warrior one. From here, I encourage you to raise your hands as you pivot on your left toes. Deep breath in again. Nice deep stretch. Bring your heel to the mat. Hands parallel to the ground. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in again. Take your right hand above your head, left hand comes on the back of your left thigh. Deep breath in, sleeping warrior. And the next step, deep breath in. Raise your left hand over, bringing your right ankle to your right knee, and you're extending your left hand in a straight line with your left leg into the air, sort of at about a 45-degree angle or so. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in again. On the exhale, straighten that front leg, coming into the triangle pose, taking your right hand to your right ankle, left hand goes up to the sky, to the ceiling. Gaze could be either downward, looking straight, or upward as you feel comfortable. On the exhale, bring that left hand down to the mat, right hand to the mat, and bring your left leg back. And as you come into downward facing dog, raise that right leg up. And bring it back down. This time take your left leg up towards the front of your mat. And we'll take it to the other side with the warrior pose. So bring our hands up. This time your right leg is to the back of your mat. And you're in warrior one. Left leg firmly planted on the ground. Rooted. Take your right heel to the mat. Hands come parallel. Warrior two. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in again. And the next exhale, flip that left hand, stretch forward and bring your right hand to your right thigh, left hand going back towards your left, towards the back of your mat. And you're in peaceful warrior. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in again. On the next exhale, let's take that left elbow to the left side of her, to the left knee. Right hand stretches over. Straight line with your right leg. Deep breath in. Exhale. You notice how the spine is kept. The navel is pulling more to your spine. At the next exhale, straighten that left leg. Take your left hand towards your left ankle. Right hand up, pointing towards the sky. Gaze could be either down, straight, or up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in again. Feel that pull in the hamstring. Exhale, come to the mat. Take that left leg all the way down into a three-legged downward dog. And bring it down. And we'll come into tabletop. From here, I'll encourage you to keep your toes to the mat. And we'll come into a lizard pose. So with the lizard pose, we'll bring our elbows to the mat as if we're coming into a
Um, uh, well, and then we'll raise our knees up, keep the back flat, abdomen pulling in. And we're breathing in and out here. Now, if it's available to you, you may be able to take your right leg, right knee to the right elbow, left knee to the left elbow, and keep on that sequence as you breathe in and out. And let's bring our knees to the ground and come into a extended child's pose. A few deep breaths in. Knees could be mat width apart. Allowing you to breathe deeply into that belly. And we'll raise ourselves up from here. I encourage us to come into a half pigeon pose. To come into half pigeon pose, we'll take our right leg. Again, come onto your force. And then from there, we'll take our right leg, move it up. Your right knee going towards your right hand, your left knee towards your left hand. If available, likely it may be at an angle, which is fine. Your left leg is extended. Top of your left leg is on your mat. And to come into pigeon, you are breathing, taking your hand towards your back here, your head, slightly towards the back, stretched. Take a deep breath in. Feel that stretch in the abdomen area. If available to you, raise that left leg. Catch it with your right hand and kick it back. You kick it back. Pull with your right hand. So you're creating tension there. At the same time, you're looking up and you're breathing in, keeping that abdomen all pulled. Let everything go. Let your leg go, your hand come down, and then come into either a forward bend, complete forward bend, into full pigeon, and come resting on the ground. Slowly we'll bring ourselves up by coming onto our elbows and walking our elbows back towards our knee, bringing our hands up towards our hands on the mat, and then straightening the right foot out. Just flexing the right foot back and forth, rocking on your hands and your left knee, rocking back and forth just to stretch that leg out. Bring that to the mat. And we'll take our left leg, raise it up. Take our left leg towards left knee towards your left hand. Right and your toes towards your right ankle, not ankle, sorry, right hand as far as you can go, and raise your raise your right knee if that's available to you. Catch it with your left leg, kick it out, and pull your left hand in. Create some tension. You're kicking with your right leg out and you're pulling in with your left leg, creating the tension, at the same time maintaining the posture by looking forward, your head raised, and you're breathing. Let everything go. Bring your leg comes in, and then ease down slowly into a full pigeon, sliding those hands forward, bringing your forehead to the mat. On some days you can be tight, on some days you can be flexible. Every day depends. Deep breath in, deep breath out, gently. Slowly start to raise yourself up by bringing your elbows towards the back of your mat, towards your knees, raising up, coming into a seated position. As you come into seated position, I'll encourage us to take our hands above our head, deep breath in. Bring our hands to the heart. Friends, if this practice has brought you any difference, come back to it again and go through it, stretch it out. Spend some more time with breathing into that position. Like I said, every day is going to be a different day. Some days we're more flexible, some days we're not. And so be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself, listen to your body. With that, thank you very much. We conclude the practice for the Svadisthana Chakra. Namaste.